Imagine a world where energy was provided just by waking up and seeing the sun in the sky. Scientists around the world have been making progress towards green energy initiatives. One of these is the solar cell, which has evolved in 3 generations. The first generation solar cell is the silicon-based solar cell. It is marketable and widely effective, but toxic in production due to carcinogens produced in silicon processing. This leads to finding newer, greener solutions, such as the 3rd generation solar cell, the dye-sensitized solar cell. A dye-sensitized solar cell, or DSSC, utilizes natural or chemical dyes to trap the sun's rays and convert them into usable energy.
Dye-sensitized solar cells are assembled similar to a sandwich. Conductive glass plates make up the main body of the cell, then there's titanium dioxide paste as a photoanode, graphite or other metals such as platinum as a counterelectrode, Lugol's iodine as the liquid electrolyte, and the natural dye as the photosynthesizer. I know that was a mouthful, so let's break it down on how it works. A DSSC is essentially a sun-powered circuit battery. The cathode and anode make up the outside of the body of the DSSC, made from ITO glass plates, a conductive glass slide. The cathode and anode act like the ends of the circuit battery. The cathode is where electrons flow out of the battery. The process of gaining these electrons is called reduction. The anode is the end of the circuit, like the other side of the battery where the process called oxidation occurs, aka the loss of electrons. Electrons always flow from cathode to anode. Here's how the circuit works. When light enters the solar cell, sunlight photons hit the dye. The dye comes from a plant with an abundant amount of a chemical called anthocyanin. Anthocyanin molecules create the vibrant pigment of the dye. This occurs within plants such as red cabbage, which produces a vibrant purple dye. The TiO2 paste acts as a porous wall for the dye molecules to bond to within the cell. The molecules within the dye become excited when hit by photons, causing an electron to eject, creating oxidized dye. The TiO2 paste channels the electron from the excited dye and transports it out of the cathode into the external circuit to be converted into external energy. When the excited dye ejects its electron, the liquid electrolyte, iodine/iodide, I2I negative, called Lugol's iodine, recharges the dye by lending the dye an electron and becomes triiodide, I3 negative. Then, at the counterelectrode, the anode, the triiodide gains back its lost electron from the external circuit, regenerating the liquid electrolyte back to Lugol's iodine, iodine/iodide.
DSSCs utilizing natural dyes are still largely in research and do not currently output large energy efficiencies, currently under 14% within laboratory settings. However, they do pose potential to be used on small-scale items, such as small heating devices like an egg incubator or a kettle heater. With DSSCs, the future is bright like the sun.